recently picked up, finally, the LEGO CMF Viking from Series 20. This is a really sought after CMF, very expensive, and because of the timing of when it was released during COVID, it was really difficult to find in stores. So I never was able to get a good deal on it, and then online, because they're so in demand and it's a newer figure, I couldn't find it at all. But I finally caved and I picked up 3 of them for 25 bucks each, which is extremely expensive and probably would never pay that for any other CMF. But I've been making some trade-offs for it lately, so I was okay with paying the price on these guys. But of course, the main reason I bought them is because of the excellent parts that they have. So I'm gonna go ahead and open these guys up. So here's the built CMF itself. It consists of this wonderful, beautiful helmet, a pretty solid torso and legs, a very nice looking shield, and an awesome spear. The cape is a pretty springy cape, not the greatest. Unfortunately, the back of it does have a blue cape as well. I don't know why the design would be like that, but the front of the torso looks quite nice. I love this Viking figure on its own, but I wouldn't be paying $25 for it if that was it. Like, you know, there's plenty of awesome castle figures that I would like, but I'm not going to cough up that sort of money for a figure that isn't from Lord of the Rings or Star Wars. So why did I buy it? Mainly to make purist versions of Rohirrim. So here, for example, is the Axeman from the Lord of the Rings, the charge at Pelennor Fields. I've always been wanting to make this guy, and such an iconic figure. I should probably throw a green cape on him as well, but definitely wanted to make this guy. Such an impression for an extra character, and this shield is literally perfect for him. So I absolutely had to get this. I might even find some sort of feather to put in the top if that's possible with this Rohan soldier, but what an excellent figure. And then of course, who else do we see have a similar helmet to this? Well, Eowyn. So here is Eowyn as she stands without the helmet, but this is my purest version. It's using a Hermione Granger head, I believe, sort of a rare version of that head, and then the hairpiece. But if I want to, I can also throw on her helmet, which is very similar to the one we see from the Lord of the Rings video. Here she stands with the helmet. You can tell, throw the picture up on the screen from the Lord of the Rings video game. It's almost an identical, it might be an identical mold, just a different color, and it's absolutely wonderful. I was so happy when this CMF came out, and I had waited far too long to get a hold of a couple of these figures. So again, I did buy 3 of these Vikings in total to make customs. So the helmet is the main reason, but the reason I didn't buy the helmet is because I couldn't find it on Bricklink for a good price, but the other parts to the figure are also excellent to use. So the other parts to it are, of course, a spear, pretty useful for Rohirrim, the torso, which also could be used for Rohirrim or a generic sort of background figure, and then the shield itself. The shield, you can see, I will be using for my Lake Town guards. So it fits in pretty wonderfully with the Lake Town guard figures. You can see their normal shield has this fish on it, but it is pretty pricey to buy on its own. So getting these 3 shields with this Viking figure is excellent, and I think it really fits the Lake Town guard aesthetic as well. Another thing I did want to show was this Lake Town guard armor. So from the medieval blacksmith set, that shoulder armor works really well with the Lake Town guards. So if you guys have some Lake Town guards, some Rohirrim, I would highly recommend picking up one of these CMF Vikings, because it is an OP figure to piece, not just for the helmet, but also for the shield, for the spear, and for the body.